the prestige of what we do is not. It's similar to like, I don't know. Yeah, you walk up on a jujitsu black belt in his day-to-day life, you ain't gonna know nothing about him. But other jujitsu black belts are gonna be like, oh shit, that's him. Or like when you go to Hattori Hanzo's sushi barn and the man's just sitting there chopping sushi, you don't think he's nothing. But that dude who just walked in here and bowing down and paying reverence to him, he knows who that is. That's Hattori Hanzo. That's the man who made the blades. Like,
right.
You just think he's the sushi guy, but I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the world I'm living in. I mean, it's a different type of perspective, I believe in. Yeah, that's what I think the abyss is right now. It's like you could show these stats and these our accomplishments to the layman, random passerbys, right? And they'll be like, oh, okay, oh, you're a rapper, huh? Yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
that's what I'd say. Yeah, I mean, sure, baby. Yeah,
I've had young girls tell me like, I don't understand anything that you're saying.
Good. That means you need to go read a book, bitch. Like you fucking up. That ain't on me. That's on you.
That's what I'd be like too. I'd be like, you a dumbass bitch. Word.
Yeah, you dumb as fuck. Like
dumb as fuck.
You are now listening to the E.L.E.M.N.T podcast with Carl the White Monk, Primo Jab, and Luki Cage. Hip hop on a higher form, going further down pause, further down pause, further down pause. Tap in. Boom. Let's go ahead and get popping off. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, man, I gotta get my favorite adult Kool-Aid real quick. We recording right now though. We here.
We're here.
I gotta get my Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking this after this.
Luki's a fan of Mike's Hard Lemonade. So.
Hey yo, it's adult. Yeah, it's Kool-Aid with a kick. Boom, boom, boom.
Sponsored by Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, we should get
they need to they need to cut me a check. You know what I'm saying? Word. Boom. Yeah, I'm drinking in real life. But anyway, let's start this off, yo. We got a real special guest in the building today. Boom, boom, boom. Episode 74, issue 74 of the Abyss podcast. Carl, that's a dope hoodie you got there, yo.
Yes, I have the variant. You've got the one that's online. Very cool.
Word. Go get it, everybody. Boom, Primo Jeff, how are you?
Blessed, man. I can't complain. You know,
what kind
happy
of
to
shirt
be
you got
here.
on there?
Oh man, this my E.L.E.M.N.T shirt, man. You know, Jabology 3 Primo Jab merch. You know what I mean? E.L.E.M.N.T with the emoji faces. One of my favorite movies, Blood In, Blood Out.
That's what's up, yo. Boom, boom, boom. So go get that. Boom. But we got, you know what I'm saying, Bugsy Nino from Cali in the building. Supreme. I was getting there, bro. Thanks, Primo Jab. Stop my shine, yo. Cerebral in the house, yo.
That's right.
Shit, man. You let me shine. How you doing, my brother?
Maintaining, bro. Maintaining.
True indeed, yo. I was gonna hit them with the nickname and with the real name. You messed
clear
up my whole.
Clear that up. Well, no. All right. Well, see, that's a perfect. See, me and Luki, we had this debate earlier. He kept calling you Buzzy Nino. I was like, no, that's just his Instagram name. He's Supreme Cerebral. That's his rhyme name.
Supreme, bro. I knew that. But then I was like, there's another guy from Boston who goes by Bugsy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo,
that's Bugsy like, H.
Yeah,
Bugsy. Yeah. So
but Bugsy ain't even that had nothing to do with rap, to be honest with you. That shit got to do with the street. So everybody where I'm from calls me Bugsy. So that's why I have all my shit Bugsy, because I wanted people to know it was me. Because if I just put Supreme, like certain cats won't know that because they not in that little realm. You know what I mean? Because it's the West Coast, so you got a lot of gangsters that only listen to like West Coast gangster music. So you know what I mean? Like they don't know me like that. But you say Bugsy, then you be like Bugsy who? They be like Bugsy Nino. They're like, oh yeah, word. Because my name is cool. I'm good in the streets. I'm good everywhere I go.
Word. That's dope.
Where you from? Not like that, you know what I mean? But where you from?
I live in Santa Ana. I was born on the East Coast, but I mean, I've been going to the East Coast since I was a little boy. So I got like a little, a little different flavor because of that. But I'm from Santa Ana, yo. From Tustin, Santa Ana area. You know what I mean? I'm from the barrio and shit.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, because definitely got
Like
that
there's
East
only
flavor.
two.
Yeah.
There's only two black gangs my entire life that been in Santa Ana, and that's a Crip gang and a Blood gang. Everybody else, and there's like 150 gangs in Santa Ana. So everybody else is Mexican. So now that most of the brothers is older, like my age or older, the Mexicans just beef with each other because they ain't got no brothers to beef with. And back in the 90s, it was a black and Mexican thing because of the black guerrilla family and the Mexican mafia up in the jails. So it was always a go, you know what I mean? Like, and it was some kids I went to elementary school with that by the time high school hit, we was chunking them because of
that's how it works.
Gang politics. Yeah, gang politics that ain't had nothing to do with it. Like, it was weird, you know what I mean? Like, because they took one side and because they family members or whatever. And, we was always just, us. So that was like easy conflict back in the day. But it was like on site back in the day. Like you see, I see essays all the time now. They don't even look at me. They're not even worried about me because I don't even exist to them. You know what I mean? Like that's not their beef anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But back in the days, it would have been on site, like with anybody. It would have been on site. Like we would have been fighting instantly. And thank God where I'm from, they wasn't shooting as much. Like we got into a lot of chunkums. Like, you would throw hands a lot. So it was different. Like they didn't start shooting until like 2000. You know what I mean? So like in the 90s, in Santa Ana, they wasn't. I mean, don't even get it twisted. I got plenty of friends that are locked to this day from shooting people, but it wasn't really like active like that. Like you had more of a chance to throw hands than you did to a gunfight with somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was more like manhood shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't do that nowadays. You get popped.
Yeah. Where is Santa Ana? Is that central or where is that? Is that the IE? Where is that?
Nah, that's right below LA. So we're the very next county LA.
Like, is that Orange County?
Yeah, so I'm 30 minutes from downtown LA.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm 10 minutes from LA, like La Mirada, the border of Orange County, LA. So
gotcha.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
and you was born on the East Coast.
Yeah. I got friends in Watts. I got friends in Compton. I got friends in Inglewood. I got friends from downtown area, Hollywood area. I got friends all over. You know what I mean? Because it's small. If you go out here and you active, you see a lot of the same heads.
Same people, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't be banging. So, even though I'm affiliated with some Crips, but I don't be banging like that. I'm a grown ass man. I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 in a year and a half.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
so like that
I'm
shit
right
don't exist.
You.
That shit don't exist to me like that. Like I'm not active like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to get into it because in LA, they'll pop you real fast. Like there ain't no conversations or nothing. They just shoot at you. You know what I mean? So, and I know what neighborhoods to go to. I know what hats to wear. Like I know everything. I know the whole gang politics of everything. So it's easy to move if you know it. Like if you know how to move, you can move without any kind of trouble. But if you don't know how to move, that's why a lot of out of towners get popped out here. They don't know how to move. You know what I mean? And if you bang into, you gotta like in LA, because that's where the Crips and Blood started. So if you're not checking in, like they gonna be on your ass. You know what I mean? Pause, but they gonna be on you. You know what I mean? Because to them it's real. Like gang banging and out here
it's a culture. Yeah.
From San Diego to fucking the Valley and everything in between is gangs, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to necessarily be in it. But if you outside and you active, you're gonna be in it. You know what I mean? Just based on fucking, you showing your face more. So
indeed, we talked to Funk P last week, and he said, "Man, we know. I mean, if you ain't looking for trouble, they ain't gonna find you." But
exactly.
Some people don't. Yeah.
If you're a respectable man and you just respect everybody and you treat everybody like fairly, you're not gonna have no issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the gregarious ones, it's the overzealous ones that end up getting into it because
it's a good word. Yeah.
The pride, you know what I mean? Pride is a motherfucker, and pride will get you killed.
Yes.
So indeed. You gotta know how to move, you know what I mean? But like he said, it's if you mind your P's, bro, you you Gucci. Like it don't even make. Don't get it twisted. You could get caught in the wrong area and some shit could pop off. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I'm in LA, I've been shot. So like when I'm in LA, I got a cannon on me just based off principle, not even trying to exude that type of behavior. But you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a necessity in a way. Like I gotta make sure that I protect myself just in case this shit pop off.
I look at a pistol as a seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? You might not get in the accident today. You might not get in the accident tomorrow, but you might want to put that on just in case you have a fender bender. Now, the time you go outside the house, get in the car, you don't put the seatbelt on, you get in the accident, you get thrown through the windshield. Oh, I should have put my seatbelt on. Same thing with a pistol, yo.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. He had the bigger version of my shit.
I'm at home.
You got the bigger version.
My thing is, like, I'd rather be caught with it than without it. Yeah, I'd rather be caught with it. You know, like,
yeah, man. I get a chance.
I take the gun charge. In California, the gun charges is crazy, but I still rather take that than to get caught without that and get popped and end up dead.
It's honestly, though, it's just society itself values life differently now. So it's not just gang population and the fact that they go straight to guns. People, road rage cases where you've got just average citizens go to guns immediately nowadays. You know, it's so different. You know, I feel like, you know, people make a lot of arguments for you know, banning guns and this and that. I'm just saying the toughest states to enter and to fuck around in are the ones that have the most guns, like Texas.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Texas.
You know,
gun laws in Vegas too is crazy. You can have a gun on you, like out in the open. Like what's happening?
Oh yeah, in Georgia you can conceal now without a permit.
Yeah.
So
have y'all seen videos on like social media of them in London or in the UK? The motherfuckers got swords and shit.
Knives, yeah, they big on knives and machetes and cleavers and shit.
They don't have guns like that out there.
Nah,
guns for show, knives for a pro.
Like, no, I've been stabbed. I've been stabbed in the arm. Like, that's way more personal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be that kind of dude to really stick a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
And a lot of people don't got that in them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ever stuck somebody, you know what that feels like. So you know that's a wicked way to do somebody.
I mean, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Well, you know, I'm old now, so I can say that. Yeah, I done stuck a couple people. You know what I mean? I used to keep knife on. Like I used to keep a knife on all the time. Like I was way more of a knifer than a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like way more. Because you get jumped at a party and you start sticking.
Yeah, just go quick.
Motherfuckers start moving because they start bleeding. They start bleeding and they're like, oh shit, I'm bleeding.
And
you know what I mean?
It don't run out of bullets. Knife don't run out of bullets.
Not at all. And you can, and I mean, you get
ammo, yeah.
You can get 10, 11 real fast. Like that should have happened fast. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what hit you.
Yeah. I mean, when I got stabbed, I didn't even know I was stabbed till I looked at it and I was like, damn, I'm bleeding everywhere. Then I lifted my shirt and I was like, damn, this motherfucker got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know I was stabbed. Like that shit, because it's like, it feel like nothing. You don't even really feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so fast. Like, bow, bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to be a crazy motherfucker to fuck with knives, though.
Yeah, let's take it back to a more innocent time of life. Because you have a lot of references of sports and cartoons. I know you say you snatch souls like the Mortal Kombat dude. You have a lot of rhymes of like, for per se the Saturday morning cartoon goon. Like you got a lot of clever rhymes about nostalgic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like did you grow up on the Saturday morning cartoon shit? I know we about the same age. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 40 as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like X-Men, G.I. Joe.
We did G.I. Joe, the Funky
Turtles. Like I grew up on all that shit. I used to watch DuckTales, Rescue Rangers.
Hell yeah. Rescue Rangers, I forgot about them motherfuckers, yo. Yeah.
I used to watch all that. That's no lie. I used to watch all that as a kid.
Scrooge McDuck.
I was always into
talk like that.
I was always into comic books and you know, shit, anything animation and shit like that. I'm not really into like the anime shit. Like some of that shit I can get with, you know what I mean? But a lot of it's too much for me. like I like old school cartoons. You know what I mean? I like crazy shit, like where they say crazy shit, and you're like, why would he say that? It's a little kid cartoon. Like this is, you know what I mean? Like as an adult, when you watch shit, like that's because I just got Disney Plus so I could watch that Willow shit. And
okay, yeah.
And they got all the old X-Men cartoons on.
Oh yeah, I was watching.
Hilarious.
And they're hilarious. So I've been watching them shits and I'm like, yo, I don't even remember this shit, but this shit is good.
The old Spider-Man ones I was going through, and there was this episode, there's a meme of it now, and he's talking to this girl in the hospital, and she's like, I got my wish. I know who Spider-Man really is.
Right.
And then in the next scene, it's like she's dead because she's like a terminal patient kid. So it didn't really matter. And I'm like, nah, that shit is fucked up. But that was in the cartoon.
Yeah, it didn't matter, right? Like that shit was crazy. Like
Spider-Man put the pillow over her head or something?
No. Uncle Ben. He wasn't really concerned that she knew who it was because she was like a cancer patient.
Oh, he's like,
anyway.
Yeah, she's gonna die anyway. Yeah, fuck this bitch.
Wow. Which is fucked up. Think about it. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I was watching Static Shock. You remember Static Shock?
Go ahead.
You remember Static Shock? Shock? Yeah, Static Shock. The dude had a burner in the first episode and he shot at the helicopter and shot the light out of the helicopter. I was like, I don't remember them having burners in the fucking, in Static Shock.
Right. There's a lot of stuff that they was hiding a lot of stuff. Like when we was little kids, the cartoons was way crazier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Animaniacs.
Oh yeah, I like all that. Ren and Stimpy, I like all that shit.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was the best. They definitely was some crazy shit going on in Ren and Stimpy.
And if you watch that as an adult, you really are like, yo, this was mad inappropriate. Super inappropriate.
100%. It was great.
I was watching Animaniacs over again, and so the teacher said something about calculate. So all of a sudden the dude said, oh, I had never even kissed the girl. I was like, he thought that she meant consummate. And I was like, right. Yo, why would you say that? Have that in there with little kids. Yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense now that we older. Animaniacs is on some wild shit, yo. What's Pinky in the Brain? Yeah, that shit was hard. Pinky in the Brain was their best shit.
The Brain was super hard. And the dude wanted to kill whoever he could to take over the world. He didn't give a shit.
He didn't care.
Nah, he didn't. Yeah, Pinky always fucked that shit up.
Always.
Yeah. He was the friend he didn't know he needed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or did Pinky fuck it up, or did Pinky really know what he was doing, sabotaging the play every single time?
Every time, right?
You know what I mean?
Nah, but he was like, he was borderline autistic and shit. So
yeah, he was definitely special.
He was definitely in the spectrum. You know,
he was a special thinker.
Definitely.
Yeah, he reminded me of that dude on Mad TV. Look what I could do. Remember that shit? Stewart. On Mad TV.
No.
Yeah, he reminded me. Yeah, he reminded me. He just grew up. Pinky was Stewart. Stewart grew up. Yeah, that's what it is, yo. Primo Jab. Carl, what you got?
Man, yeah, let's get to it, bro. Like, hey, so I brought you on here, man, because I respect how you get down. You a rapper who really raps. You an MC who really raps. You affiliated with Real Rhyming Crews, the Dart Unit. You down with Gold Chain Music. Putting in serious work. Last year, 2022, you put out 5 albums or something like that.
4, yeah.
4. Thank you. I'm sorry. 4. You know, it's serious work. And you don't take no rhymes off. Every time you make an appearance, you did a lot of guest appearances, and you come with the same fury all the time. What's your inspiration? What's your background as far as getting deep into this? Because also, you've been one of the main ones who, I think, really back at the beginning of this whole era, this whole renaissance, you were one of the main ones that was surfing with the merch drops, like Copenhagen. I think you're one of the first people I think I saw with the Copenhagen drops.
Yeah, I've been doing
Clark
that.
Connoisseur,
yeah, Clark Connoisseur. Shout out E.L.E.M.N.T. Kush.
Yeah, big shout out my brother Kush. Yeah, man, I think the inspiration comes from me almost dying and then realizing I didn't really have a lot out. You know what I mean? And All my peoples was always like, yo, you super nice, but you don't take it serious. You don't care enough about it. Because I used to think it was like unattainable, to be honest with you. Like rap shit, I just did it because everybody said I was good, and I enjoyed doing it. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. And I've been doing this shit a long time. Like I know everybody's, you know, they're gonna say Rock Marcy and stuff like that, like started the whole loop thing and the whole sound and shit like that, which
that's the new sound bite.
I don't have any quarrels with that at all, but I've honestly been doing loops and shit since like 99, 2000. Like my loop inspiration was Ghostface, so it was mostly rhythm beats or a lot of mathematic beats, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was really into loops because of Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, so I'm not really influenced by all this new stuff. Like I've been making boom bap, loop, underground music since I started making music. So
I agree. I totally agree with what you said.
And it's not to take anything away from Rock Marciano, who I think is an incredible, incredible artist. It's nothing to take away from that. I'm just saying a lot of these new people to this music scene and the whole vibe and everything, they don't really understand. Like there's a lot of us that have really been doing this and really know how to rap. And it's real picky, it's real choosy, you know what I mean? Like certain people get chose and then all the fans just really hide them. It's real choosy. But that's why I love it, because when people discover me, they're like, damn, how come I didn't know about you? Like, your shit is crazy. And you got mad fucking shit out, right? So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. But I also think that there should be more of a spectrum of way more artists that get that kind of love. And it shouldn't have to be like somebody blesses you for you to finally get that love. Somebody shouts you out for you to finally get that love. It shouldn't be like that. Because in the 90s, yo, you had mad different motherfucking types of underground MCs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like there was,
of course,
everybody wasn't riding one style. Like Griselda came and now everybody and their mama sounds like that. And I take pride in sounding like me and knowing that I'm gonna get on this motherfucker and rap. So you could do all that fancy shit. You could act pretty. You could act all like how you want to do it and style and finesse it, all that. But I'm gonna come like I want to hurt somebody. So everybody's gonna be like, damn, Cream. That's why my shit be standing out, because niggas be like, yo, your shit, you just come hard, like you don't give a fuck. But first of all, I'm 6'5", 250 pounds. I'm a big ass. Yeah, I played college football. Like
oh shit, okay.
These motherfuckers don't want to get into no fisticuff shit. Like shit don't want to get real. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of this, a lot of wolf tickets, which is cool because it's a competition at the end of the day. I completely understand it. But whenever like there's not a lot of real men and tough guys. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fucking, you know, it's a lot of wishy-washy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing against nobody. I have no beef with nobody. I don't have no problems with nobody. I don't think anybody that's been elevated to a certain level is whack. I don't think that shit at all. I think everybody deserves what they've gotten. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that it was a little bit more broader of a spectrum and there was more acceptance for more people, because there's a lot of really dope motherfuckers, yo. Like Ill-Conscious to me, he should be way the fuck up there. That's just my personal opinion. Nobody has to agree with me, but in my eyes, he should be way up.
That's my man's man. He's that supply and demand and killed it. Damn, what's Ill-Conscious homie name? God dang, with the dreads.
You talking about J Royale?
Yeah, man. What the fuck? That's my man's. Yeah, Ill-Conscious killed it at supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? Killed it. But there is a broad spectrum. And the reason why people find people is features. Let's talk about some of these features. I think one of the best songs in 2021 was on an EP. It's called Rush the Gate with you and Danielson. I love how fast that shit was. That shit was fast. Y'all, the G's are on them like the Packers. I forget what it is. Yeah. Son, that was a great song. And so people connect the dots.
Right.
Through these features. The one you did on the Bjork Kingpin album as well. Huss, I was on Cocaine Beach. People connect the dots, see people's names, and they connect the dots. And that's how they find people. I think features is how people go down the rabbit hole and find people and buy merch.
I love doing features. I do a lot of features for free because I just feel like, damn, I want to rap with this person. You know what I mean? Like I respect a lot of people and I respect their opinions. And at the end of the day, like my cousin always tells me, he goes, I know you trying to out-rap these motherfuckers. You trying to prove a point. And that's honestly why I do a lot of features, because I'm not with everybody, because a lot of people are my family. So I do have a lot of the same features with the same artists.
Yeah,
but I do certain shit because I'm like, I want to prove to people that he's not better than me. We might be equal, but he's not better than me. You know what I mean? I can rap just as nice. You feel me? So that's a big thing for me. Is always feeling like I have to prove myself, which I think keeps me sharp. You know what I mean?
I will say though, all of us here are considered old heads in hip hop because we all came up through the 90s. Right. But there's a lot of us, because I'm 50, just getting back into this lane of hip hop because we thought it was dead.
Man, nobody really knew about it for a second.
Right. And because it is like, not only is it really deep, which is why we call it the abyss.
Pause.
Right. But even then, when 2021, 2022 with the pandemic, the amount of good music that came out, it's hard to really kind of research everybody. But the features allow you to really kind of go, okay, I got to hear him. Because that feature was dope,
Right.
So I think it's super beneficial in that. And there's so many more people that are still coming into this lane and that will eventually blow this lane up.
Yeah. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of really talented people, bro. I don't think it was like this in the 90s as far as complete talent. I just think the diversity in the 90s was a lot better. Yeah, but I don't think talent-wise, I don't think it was better talent-wise, because I think there's some guys that can really, really rap. You know what I mean? And they got their own little thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of dudes have their own style. Like, Ill-Conscious has his own style. Jay Royale has his own style.
Indeed. Shout out to Jay.
I got my own style. Mickey Diamond got his own style. Pro got his own style. Danielson got
blood. You kill. That's a good feature right there. There will be blood.
Yes.
On that joint. Yeah, that's another good feature right there. Kill that joint too, yo. Y'all really sound good on that shit. Yeah, it's another good feature. So shout out to the features.
Shouts to Mickey for putting me on that. You know what I mean? And I got nothing but love for him and his crew. Them dudes is incredible. Them dudes fucking put it on. They're inspiration for me because they put out a lot of music too. So I feel like, you got to keep up. You got to show and prove. You got to be able to compete in this lane. You know what I mean? Because if you don't compete, you're gonna get ran through. You're gonna get ran over. Like, it's over.
You're gonna be forgotten, bro. That's all it is. I mean, it's too much stuff coming out, man. You're gonna get buried underneath the latest tide of shit that just dropped, and it's a new drop. That's just like to your point. Yeah, almost every week. But to his point, like in the 90s, there was a lot of diversity, absolutely, between your boot camp cliques, between the clan, who else? I mean, BDP, all that stuff. Def Squad,
Nas, AZ, Mob,
the Bridge Team. I mean, there was a bunch of different sounds out, right? But there were only certain golden rhymers of those groups, and the rest were kind of just like cannon fodder. They were just there to get taken out, because this was the battle era too of MCs on the streets, like battling, and you knew when you were going to battle against somebody, you didn't want to battle against Ruck and Rock. You didn't want to battle against who was it from Queensbridge that was really the ill battler? Cormega. Cormega was the battle dude. Tragedy Gaddafi. Yeah, absolutely. You ain't want to battle against Tragedy. You ain't want to battle against Killer Priest or Killer Sin or Street Life or, any of those Wu-Tang dudes. Wu would go 5, 6, 10 rounds. You definitely ain't want to make it to Jizza. You didn't want to see, if you made it to Jizza, it's problems. You know what I mean?
It's a final boss.
So it was a different era in the 90s. You had people were cutting their teeth differently. But to your point again, right now there's so many people, so many different lanes of talented groups out here, whether it's people in the cloth or the Walkers or Brown Bag Money, y'all, Gold Era, Gold Chain Music, with the list goes on and on. Yeah. And everybody's doing their own thing in their own world, got their own orbits going on. And to Lukey's point, you find in everybody when you do these features, oh, it's Umbrella people on this. Oh, I'm gonna tap into that. Oh, now I'm in tune with Danielson. Oh, Danielson, now I'm in tune with Future Wave. I
get a lot of fans too from just being affiliated with Planet Asia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shout out
of course.
to Planet Asia.
Yeah, the chain, right?
And PA always showing me the utmost love and respect because I came at the end of the first Gold Chain group, the first team.
Okay.
And I was the only one that was repping until we now have the new Gold Chain music. You know what I'm saying? So
you're the chain warrior.
Yeah, I was kind of the one that was still holding the flag. And that's why I think PA fucks with me so heavy, you know what I mean? Because he was like, you was always there repping, he was always putting shit out. I don't ever ask him for nothing. Like he has to ask me a lot of times for features like, yo, let me jump on some shit. Like send me some shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't like over asking him for things. You know what I mean? Because in my eyes, he's a legend. So
fucking right.
In everybody's eyes, he should be considered a legend.
Right, but you know how some people act like they don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
so
of course.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's just an inspiration for me. He's none but respectful, and the love is always genuine. And
indeed, yeah. Dude, man.
I love being affiliated with that group, you know what I'm saying? And now that we're doing shows together with the new group, like that's fun, you know what I mean? Because I get to come out and just do 2 songs, and I'm the one that I love performing, yo. And I don't get a lot of shows because I'm way out here, you know what I'm saying? Most of the good shows is in Boston, Maine, New York, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole
all that shit, yeah.
Philly, and all that shit. So I don't really, get to go out there as much and perform and shit, but I love performing. Like that's probably my favorite part of rapping is performing.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So, and a lot of people haven't really seen me live. So, and when people see you live, their perspective changes of you. Especially if you're nice live.
That's true. Yep.
And they probably don't know that you 6'5", 2 something. They'd be like, damn, this is a big motherfucker.
I love that shit. I love that shit because I meet a lot of the rap dudes and they like, damn, you a big ass motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm 6'1". Carl's about 6 what?
6'1".
Yeah. And people just like 6 foot.
I'm just 6 foot flat,
Yeah,
nothing
so
major. 230.
So we ain't Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? Word, we ain't Mobb Deep over here. Yeah. Oh, boom. After the 90s, the 2000s came, and one of the biggest guys that dropped in this little genre that kept the music going, besides Ghostface, Doom, and other people, Blue. Blue came through. Yeah, he was on the Clark Connoisseur too. And I was like, yo, that's Tanya Morgan, Little Brother. You know what I'm saying? Those groups right there. I shouldn't say little groups because they was huge to me in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Blue was, I mean, Below the Heavens is a fucking, magnificent.
I always hear people talk about Below the Heavens, that album.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's him in Exile's classic. Like, that's a classic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, definitely. Blue and Exile, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, those are my people. Like, I love both them dudes. Both them dudes is really, really genuine dudes. I fuck with both of them. I know Exile through my man Surplus, who makes beats. They're real good friends. They're in Dirty Science together. So I see Exile all the time because I be with Surplus. So Exile's real cool. You know what I mean? And Blue is a very eclectic dude. You know what I mean? If you get to know him though, and you get to have conversation with him, that dude is crazy intelligent. He's a good dude. It's a real good dude.
He's a Cali dude, right? He's from out there.
Oh yeah, he's from Pedro, so he from San Pedro.
Okay, that's what's up.
And
San Pedro.
Yeah, my man Definite Mass. Shout out to Definite Mass. I met Blue and them through Definite Mass. And Definite Mass is a crazy MC. He don't really be putting out stuff like he used to, but he's one of the guys that taught Blue how to rap.
Nice.
So
okay.
Blue loves Definite Mass. Like loves him, like holds him in very, very high regards. So Yeah, and I'm real good friends with Definite Mass. So that's how the blue thing came about. You know what I mean? And he's real good friends with Kush. So Kush asked me, like, who do you want to get on Clark's 2? The first name I said was
Kush, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's what's up.
Blue. You know what I mean? Because it just I wanted to hear his voice on these loops, and I knew he would do his thing, and I love that song that we did. You know what I mean?
True indeed. Like, how did you run into the Dart Unit? Ralphie Reese, Vinny Vendetta, those guys right there, yo.
I known Ralphie since 2015, I believe. No, I just seen him one day. Somebody had shared his video. I didn't even know who he was, and he was rapping, and I was like, "Yo, his style is very unique, and it reminds me a lot of like Ghost and Ray. It's like a very slang heavy, 5% talk. So when I heard him rap, I shared his video, and I was like, yo, this dude is incredible. And he hit me up and was like, yo, what up? Da 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 da. And ever since that day, man, me and that dude been brothers. You know what I mean? We got he's a Capricorn, I'm a Taurus. So we got that like Ray and Ghost bond as well. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, because Ghost is a Taurus and Ray's a Capricorn. And we earth signs. So, earth signs kind of stick together because most of us are real mellow, but if you piss us off, we crazy motherfuckers, right? So me and Ralphie, and I love Ralphie's energy, and he's a real street kid. So I get along with people who I feel are genuine. If I go to your hood and you take me around what I want to see, and I'm like, okay, you're reputable. Your name holds weight. I'll hold you in high regards. And there's not a lot of dudes that you could really do that with. So he's just one of the cats that I hold in high regards. I've been to his hood. That's like my brother, man. Like no lie. That became more of a brotherhood than a friendship. And he was already like with the Dart Unit shit, right? And then he was like, yo, you Dart Unit no matter what. Because him and Vinny, they grew up together.
Yeah.
They know each other since they was kids. So that was like, and then I became friends with Vinny, obviously. Vinny's a Taurus too. So that was like, it was automatic. It just all made sense. And then we got other members. There's a lot of other members. But that's the three main cores, me, Ralphie, and Vinny. And yeah, man, I've been cool with them, like I said, since like 2015. And yeah, man, I love Ralphie. That's my brother. I was talking to him on the phone yesterday.
That's what's up, man. Y'all got any pain in the pipeline?
Yeah.
Come on, you could tell us. It's safe here.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah.
No. Oh man, we need it. We need it, man. I look forward to hearing some new Dart Unit. All praise due to the Dart Unit, man. I like that.
Well, him and he kind of like he taking time off. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes.
Figured. That's the way it sounded.
A lot of dudes. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people get mad discouraged.
Yeah.
And don't want to rap no more because of the politics and how choosy it is. A lot of people get turned off, man, and you got to really have the fortitude to really want to push forward and make shit happen. You know what I mean? I think Ralphie just got a little discouraged. Me, him, and Vinny have a whole album.
Oh wow!
But I'm not pressing him to put it out. If he wants to switch the beats and maybe do some other things with whatever the files and shit, like it's all on him. You know what I mean? But I'm patient. That's my brother. So, I'm just patient with what he's doing. He told me he's working on his album. He said he was going to send me some shit. So hopefully, I've been trying to get him to do an album for like 2 years. Every time I talk to him, I'm like, come on. For me, I feel like the game needs somebody like him because he's so different.
Yeah.
Well, I saw him pop up. Yeah. I saw him pop up.
Yeah, but a lot of
mom, people, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
So I was like, maybe that's why he is not really putting out a lot of music because that's tough. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, when my dad died last year, and No, the year before that, in November, and like I didn't want to make no music. I told a bunch of people that I was done and I wasn't gonna make another record. And then when I had got his ashes, I was sitting there, yo, and like I just felt like a premonition, kind of like him telling me like, yo, you punking out, like don't use me as an excuse. You know what I mean? Like I could just hear his voice telling me some shit like that. Like, don't use me as no excuse. You know what I mean? Like my father was a wild man. Rest in peace to him. He was a wild brother, and I love him to the death. But I could just hear him saying that to me, like, "Oh, you gonna punk out? Like that's what you gonna do?" You know what I mean? And so that's why I put out 4 albums last year, because I was like, I'm gonna go hard. I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? And then I had 5 vinyls last year.
Yeah, you did.
And Martin from Copenhagen, he was like, "Yo, we need you." You know what I'm saying? Like, you got shit. You can't stop rapping, and you know what I mean? He's like, "I already got you signed up for the vinyl. Like, you're in the schedule. You got to get me these albums." And I'm like, "Damn." You know what I mean? But I already had the Loop 2. I had that for like a year and a half. I was already.
You went Clipto, right?
Yeah, I was sitting on that. And I was sitting on the La Cita Senjata since the year before. So
really? Okay.
Those 2 albums I had finished and I was done. I had them in the tuck. So yeah, it was a matter of wanting to do it and wanting to put it out. You know what I mean? But like I said, I gained inspiration when I could hear my father being like, "Yo, you acting like a bitch. Like you really gonna sit up here and cry and act like your life's over just because I died?" You know what I mean? Because energy is forever.
So
you know what I'm saying? So if you believe that, then you know if that's just his physical form that passed on. His energy and his aura and his whole being is still with me. You know what I mean? He's still watching. He's still watching me like, "Yo, you better show and prove." You know what I mean? And I can always hear him, like, because he was a big fan. He loved the fact, because he was a musician his whole life. He played in blues bands. He was a drummer. He played in rock bands. He toured with Journey in the 70s. Like, yo, my pops is a wild dude. You know, he did a lot of drugs and smoked a lot of weed, drank a lot of liquor. He was a fun dad to have. You know what I mean? He wasn't always there, but when I got older, and I was able to hang out with him like as an adult, it was way more impactful than anything I think he did for me as a kid. You know?
Wow.
Because it was like being with like a best friend, kind of, you know what I mean? Like he was like that with me and my oldest brother. My oldest brother and him are like the closest. Because my oldest brother played guitar in a lot of my father's bands.
Oh, nice.
So like they were close because of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody in my family is very, very musical. I'm the only one that doesn't play an instrument, but I feel like my voice is an instrument. So
it truly is.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everybody's real musically talented in my family. And not to get off track, but yeah, I wanted to put out a lot of albums, you know what I mean, last year. And he was the main inspiration for that.
Nice.
True indeed.
Definitely.
Primo Jab, okay, boom. Dart Unit had this one dude, he was affiliated with it. It was a funny time in the abyss. I forget his name. He was he made a post and he said he was walking and he said, "Hey, what the fuck you doing?" He said, "So I fuck your mom and then your little," you know what I'm talking about? That dude.
He wasn't really down with the Dart Unit.
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He used to front like he was.
Yeah.
He used to beef with pigeons and shadows.
Yeah. He used to hate. Like that dude. I didn't really know him. I'll be completely honest. I followed him because Ralphie was like, "Yo, he put for the team."
Yeah.
All right, word. You know, like I feel like if you repping for us and sharing our music, like I fuck with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, some of that bird ass shit he was doing was wild.
It was insane.
Epic.
And I remember having a conversation with him, and then me and Ralphie, through a mutual friend in Staten Island, found out that he wasn't really outside or he wasn't really doing nothing, right? So I'm like, yo, that's a bad representation for us. You feel me? Like that makes us look bad, and I ain't with no sucker ass shit. Like I don't fuck with no sucker shit.
The fake tough guy shit. Yeah.
Staten Island GCM or
like
something like that.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve of mine. Like a fake tough guy is a very, very pet peeve of mine. Like that's the kind of dude I want to get. I'll start picking on because I'm like, oh, you think you tough and you really not tough. You know what I mean? Like I'll bully a dude like that just because I'm like, I know you ain't shit. You know what I mean? So I definitely didn't want him affiliated with us. Me and Ralphie was like, yo, we gotta block this dude.
He was pure comedy, Joe. He was hilarious.
No, I don't even think, yo, that was like Asperger's, yo. He was
on the spectrum, you think? He was different.
The older I get, the more I realize there's a lot of dudes in the spectrum of autism.
There's
like, you can just tell by
that have not been
because my friend, one of my good friends, his son is autistic, so I'll be around an autistic person often now. So like, I'm starting to really pick up what autistic people do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, he probably not even weird. He probably on a spectrum. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't even be judging him like he's some type of weirdo. He probably actually has an issue and a condition. You know what I'm saying?
I was judging 100%. He's a weirdo.
Oh, yeah. No, that was like I said, that was some bird ass shit. That was some. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that was some weird ass shit, yo.
That's was pure comedy.
That's a weirdo. But like I said, he probably, if we found out that he had autism, then you'd be like, that shit makes sense.
There you go.
You wouldn't even be mad at him no more. You'd be like, oh, that's why he was doing that weird ass fucking.
I feel like, there's some people out here that fake autism and fake all these disorders because they read about it and they're like, oh, that's all you have to do. Oh, I can get away with that. Oh, maybe I can get a disability check. And I feel like that dude, he probably is one of the types that would fake it because he was talking all types of stuff. Like, yeah, I had to pull out the K and lay down the block. They know better. What you say?
Yo,
nah, they ain't want it. They know who it is. And he always was like this.
He would go to the projects too in like the daytime, and I'm like, ain't nobody outside in the day.
And walk through like, yeah, you know my body, my body.
Like if you go to New York, and you be in the P's in New York, you realize that nobody's outside in the daytime like that. People come out at night. Now, if he was out there at night wolfing in front of like groups of people, I would have been like, oh, he's certified. He's certified. Like he crazy. He checking people.
He's stupid. Yeah, he's stupid.
Certified 730.
Yeah, he wasn't doing none of that. He was talking to the clouds. He was cursing at the clouds in the buildings.
Absolutely. He sure was.
This is nuts. Like that. See, I don't condone none of that weird ass.
Yo, ma, come here.
Nobody.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, she don't want no parts.
Yo,
that's
so funny too, because I completely forgot about that dude, man. But
I did too until Lukey brought it up.
Yeah, that's funny though.
I ran into Dark Unit because I still love a DE. Venga, she posted Vinny Vendetta's album on her page. She loved the albums. So then he was like, I'm gonna try to find a way to put this out. So I hit him with the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Each one teach one how to put it out. And he hadn't touched no merch. After that, we've been cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, oh shit. Ralphie Reese, all these other guys, I was like, oh shit, like okay, boom, Dark Unit. Yeah. And then that's when that dude with autism, maybe, he was I was like, yo, who the fuck
I
is
feel
this
like we insulting autistic people by even
making him one of them, right?
We didn't even know we got autism
with their team, man. Like man. Rain Man would be like, no, we don't approve. This is not it. No.
You can't act like this.
Nah, that dude was just into comedy. He was a fantastical liar. I feel like he had a whiff of some clout. You know, this was at the very beginning of Instagram clout and everything, and he was getting views and getting likes and all that. And he used his platform for good, right? To try to talk about the Dark Unit. And that was how people kind of gravitated to him. But then he started bugging out Yeah, thinking he was. I don't know. I feel like he thought he was a
OG
rapper at
Bobby
one
Johnson.
point too.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I think so too. I think he thought in his mind like, "Yo, I'm with them. I get down too." You know what I mean? And like,
Right.
but that's a lot of social media though. Like,
Right.
that's a lot of people now that feel like they're down with because they wear the sweater and they have the merch. They feel like they can get online
like Wu-Tang affiliates
and disrespect you. Like literally, me and Jay Royale had a song called Roddy Piper, right? I had nothing to do with the name. Jay Royale named it Roddy Piper. I was like, cool. I love Roddy Piper. I'm a wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan my whole life. Yeah. So I'm like, whatever, you know what I mean? And then I went, that shit got like 10K views, our song that we did on YouTube. I went and read the comments one day. I was like, I'm curious. Because I
never do it.
Because I was like, I know that they're gonna say we were jocking Griselda. Like I knew it, right? So I'm like,
because it was wrestling.
Because it had something to do with wrestling, right? Okay. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna eat us alive. And then I started reading it, and there was like people like, nah, Jay Royale got songs with Benny and Conway. He cool with them. We shouldn't be talking about these guys like this. Like it was so funny, like how bad people were dissing us, and then there was like people trying to be like, nah, they're actually cool and they don't beef with them, and it was so
defending
funny.
You and shit, yeah.
And I was like, fam, I didn't even have nothing to do with the name of the goddamn song. Like, so I didn't even you could have called that shit whatever. It could have been called Walk in the Park. I don't give a fuck what somebody else calls a song. You know what I'm saying? But that just goes to show you, like, people really feel like they down with something because they follow something. You know what I mean? And they really feel like artists. They feel like these artists really give a fuck about them. Like he'll take a bullet for you, or he'll jump in if you get beat up in front of him. Like that shit is not gonna happen, fam. You just a regular motherfucker. He's happy that you buy his shit, like everybody else is. Whoever has fans, and people buy your shit. You're happy because they do it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Don't cancel a show 24 hours beforehand.
You go, Carl.
Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. I have seen
kicking it off.
I have seen Griselda after shows for hours, sign merch, take pictures with fans. I've seen that shit. But to cancel a tour 24 hours before you're supposed to go on a tour is insane. Overseas, people booked flights to different cities and trains and hotel rooms, and 24 hours before that shit, you don't give a fuck about your fans. Not really. But you kind of do.
It depends on what.
But not really.
I just think that, the fans went 100%, lynch mob. Let's torches, pitchforks.
It was new fans.
Right off the bat.
Probably.
Well, but there again, dude didn't really say what it was.
Give an explanation or nothing,
But you immediately he hates his fans. He was trying to rob us. He didn't even get any of that money.
I think maybe. I think some people get so big that they feel like they could do whatever.
And that may be true. I just was making a comment on the fans turning that quickly.
Because they turn on him, right? And then let's say 2 months from now, he books it again. All them same motherfuckers gonna jump right back on.
They're gonna be
real
right back.
Shit. Fact. Real shit. They're gonna be there.
So what does that even really mean? And when you know that and you have that kind of notoriety and that kind of clout, I'm pretty sure in his mind, he's like, this shit ain't gonna hurt our brand. It don't even fucking matter. They'll be mad for a week. They'll get over it. I'll drop another album. They'll love it.
Yeah, I guarantee you're right.
I'll drop Hitler 11.
Michelle Records. He put out Michelle Records. All is forgiven.
But there's some of us that actually take this shit real serious and are very diligent with all the shipping and really support, help the fans and, that don't get as much love. But that's just, like I said, it's picky and choosy. So that's the culture that we live in, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's a reason too why a lot of people quit, man. And you don't see a lot of dope ass people putting out a lot of music, you know what I mean? There's a couple guys, like Bub Styles. I wish he would put out more music.
Definitely.
Code 9. I wish he'd put out more music. There's a lot of dudes, man. Ralphie
Bub
Reed
went on a nice little run at the end of the year, though. Bub
coming back. Bub got to come back.
Bub definitely turned it up.
I think he did a show with Pro and them.
He was like, he was like there, you know what I mean? And then he kind of like was like, all right, fuck it, you know what I mean? And I don't know his reasoning, but I know he's dope and he definitely has fans and he should have kept it going, but
he probably gonna keep getting it back going in this year.
I bet
That's the beast right there.
Right.
A beast right there.
Yeah, and him and Eddie Kane and Rim and all them, like that's a dope collection of brothers right there. You know what I mean? And when they make music, they make dope ass shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Carl, Primo Jab. What else we got over here?
Oh man, I got plenty. All right, so again, we talking about dope collectives of people and dope groupings of organic dopeness, right? You attached again. I got to bring up other names that you attached to. When you fell through with features, you got down with my man Water. You real Water, tight with Substance 810. You also down with Killy Shoot, and I was surprised when I saw that you was down with my man Born Unique. Free him until he free. You know what I mean?
Yo, this
is real rappery.
That's a person that like he's me, bro. Like him and Pete Twist, like
shout out Twist.
I love those dudes, man. Like I love those dudes. Born Unique is probably top 5 people I ever met in my entire life.
Say word.
Like he is a genuine goon. Like, that is a dude that'll knife you, take your shit, and say sorry and call the cops for you and pick up the ambulance for you, but he'll still take your shit. Like that dude is a fucking nut job. And I love him because he's like, yo, I'm fuck these niggas up. I come in the spot, what they gonna do to me? Like he's a little bully, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And he only like 5'10", right? But no, he ain't 5'10". That's giving him like 5'7".
Like 5'7". Yeah, he like 5'7". But he's brolic. You know what I'm saying? Son is brolic. Like he a husky, you know what I mean? So, but I just love his energy because he has the same energy that I want to exude, but I'm a big ass motherfucker. If I start acting like that, people are gonna be like, he's a bully. Like that's it. He's just a bully. Yeah, he's just a bully. Like this big ass. We gonna have to shoot him. You know what I mean? But Born, like he's just a nut. Like you wouldn't even know it. Like he the kind of guy that'll sneak up on you and murder your whole crew. Like he's a nut, and I fucking love him, yo. I love his energy. Me and him talk all the time. I talked to him mad times when he was locked.
That's what's up.
I sent him bread randomly, right? And he was like, yo, why you send me all that money, fam? And I'm like, yo, you my peoples. And he's like, you ain't had to do all that. And I'm like, you already know I'm taken care of. I was like, bro, fuck that, yo. We fam, yo. Like I take care of my peoples, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like if I love you like that, if I genuinely love you, bro, you know, you in my good terms, I rock with you, you know. I'm one of them dudes. I'm a tourist, bro. I'm loyal. I'm super loyal to my people. You know what I mean? And if I really rock with you, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like you'll get the complete package of me being your friend. You know what I mean? Me looking out for you and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's home now. You know what I mean? He's on.
That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah.
He's on crazy parole and all that shit. So he probably not gonna be making no moves. The police took his phone too and deleted all his Instagram and so he don't have the passcodes to none of it, so he can't log into none of his shit. That's why he started the new Instagram because the police went in there.
Know he had to know it, yeah.
And he was like, I knew they was gonna do that, fam, because they was searching. You know, when they locked him, they do you dirty when they lock you. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's in Virginia, and that's different.
Commonwealth. It's bogus in the Commonwealth,
where they could just do what they want to you, you know what I mean? And he's already he's committed crimes before, so he's a returning felon and shit. And so then you get more time, and then it's more strenuous, you know what I mean? So
it's a cycle.
But I would say, I mean, I talked to him the other day. I tried to get him to rhyme, and he was like, I get back in there, Preem, and I'm like, all right, I just try to encourage him, you know what I mean? And a lot of dudes, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, there's so many talented motherfuckers, bro. Like that shit is just crazy, you know what I mean? But I love Born Unique. That is my motherfucking brother, yo, for real.
Yeah, man, I had to shout him out. I learned of Born through Bless, my guy Bless. He did the Holiday Hyena with him, so that's how I met him. Came upon him. Pete Twist does a lot of the engineering for us, so But Born always been a solid dude. Yeah, absolutely, man. I ain't never met the man in the physical, but every time we interact, you can just the energy, the vibes is a real statement when you're talking about that dude.
I see the eyes. I see it looking. You can look in motherfuckers' eyes and be like, "Don't fuck with him." Like, yeah, that's the dude. You look in the eyes and be like, "Yo, don't fuck with." That's the
kind of dude
son might snap. Like, yeah, like
he authentic.
Yeah, that's the kind of dude though. That's the kind of dude that'll let you talk crazy to him online, and then he'll see you. It'll be all bad for you. Cool. It'll be all bad for you. You know what I mean? Like, he's the kind of guy you don't want to meet in a black alley, and it's just you and him. So, like, that's the kind of guy. That expression, like, you don't want to see him in a dark alley. Like, that's the guy you don't want to see in a dark alley. You know what I mean? Even though I tell this nigga all the time, I beat his ass, but. That's just us talking shit, you know what I mean? But he's crazy, yo. I love that dude. He a good dude though, man. I hope once he's more, I guess, back home and established and ready, you know what I mean? I think he'll start rhyming again.
I hope so. I hope so, man. He a dope spitter, man. You also aligned with dudes like, let's talk about your usual suspects of production, right? You and Clipto team up all the time, it seems like. You and Dirty Diggs, obviously, that's your fam through the chain. Rob De Niro, Tone Beats. But then you got a lot of dudes, just like one-off dudes that you just happen to work with, like especially on this last one, the Lost Seed. Like, talk about how you found them, like, or how they found you, or like, because it seems like they just people who are just one-offs. When I say one-off, it's like they're not the people that are making those beats for everybody, right? They just working with you, or you just happen to get a pack from them.
Well, yeah, me and D-Mar, we did Soul Trained.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
that's another one of those. Yeah, that's another one of those vinyl projects.
Around my way, like they call that. Like, that's a classic. Like, I had a lot of people coming to me and be like, yo, that's a classic, bro, for our area. So, me and D-Mar always do stuff. Some of the other people is literally, I get like maybe a week, I get like 4 or 5 different producers like a week that hit me. Like, you would sound perfect on my beats, which of course, of course you would say that if you're a producer, but I'm actually one of the dudes that when I'm riding around the city and I'm burning, I'll just play beats, like, you know what I mean? Like, looking for beats to rap on, you know what I mean? If I'm not specifically working with a producer or something, I'm just looking for beats. I'll go through all these people's emails, you know what I mean? But I literally go through 2 beats a piece. So if your first 2 beats are not good, and there might be gems in that email, but I'll never get to them. You know what I mean? Because if your first 2 jokes ain't good, I'm gone. And I'll know within the first 10, 20 seconds of listening to the sample or whatever it is, if I fuck with it or not. So, a lot of that shit is just me being like, oh, damn, this beat is dope. Okay, word, you know what I mean? Some cats, I'm like, yo, your beats or whatever, but if you got money, I'll rhyme on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's a lot of that.
That's business.
Yeah, there's a lot of that as well. Like, maybe if I'm like, oh, this ain't that dope, but I'll tell them my rate, and a lot of times you tell people your rate and they're like, they look at you crazy. And I'm like, bro, if this was back in the day, I'd be charging you $50,000 for a goddamn verse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how that shit works.
Especially motherfuckers who you go on their Instagram, they have 300 followers. It's like, literally, what is the benefit of me doing the record with you? There is absolutely no benefit. They benefit more. 100%. Yeah, I don't even benefit from it except maybe I make it into a good record, right? But they're going to get people and rappers now, because, a lot of people, they might not want to act like it, but I think I influence a lot of people with some certain producers that I pick to choose with, you know what I mean? That I pick to do music with. And a lot of people follow suit, you know what I mean? And then they hit them up and they get beats from them and they do shit with them. You know what I mean?
Name one producer.
And definitely Clipto.
Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what I thought you was going to say. Yup.
Me and Clipto started it 2016. Like, nobody was rapping on Clipto beats. Nobody, fam. And he does shit with everybody now. You know what I mean? And a lot of cats won't act like I'm the one that they heard it first from. You know what I mean? Like they'll act like, oh no, I seen his IG or some shit like that. Because you got a lot of motherfuckers that just don't want to pay homage. Me, I pay homage. If I got some shit from somebody else, I pay homage. I got a EP coming out with Macapella this year.
Yeah, Macapella, that's one of them ones.
Who did I get that from? Hus Kingpin.
Okay.
Word.
So I'm not gonna act like, nah, he hit me and that was mutual love. Like, nah, Hus Kingpin was like, yo, so you should do shit with him. So I'm like, word, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not afraid to say that type of shit, but a lot of people are afraid to say shit like that. Like, oh no, I only did it because he did it. You know what I'm saying? I've had cats be like, I only worked with D-Mar because you worked with him. I only asked for beats from this dude because you worked with him. I didn't even know who this guy was until I heard you do a record with him. You know what I'm saying? And, which is dope. You know what I mean? And I'm not even trying to take credit for none of that shit. Like, I want Clipto to work with everybody. I want everybody I work with to work with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, that just helps the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not hurting
back to you as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's not hurting me in any way because I'm not putting out weak product with him. It would hurt me if I was putting out weak product with him and everybody else was putting out stellar product with him. Then that would hurt me because it makes me look bad. Like, how come his shit wasn't nice with him? You understand what I'm saying? But I'm confident in myself to know that I'm going to put out a good product. You know what I'm saying? So I never worry about none of that. But I feel like a lot of people no praises due. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, everybody's too cool. You know what I mean? Like, everybody.
Yeah, that's whack.
Too cool, you know what I mean?
True indeed.
But I'm from a cloth and a set of people in my family. Like, I just keep it real, fam. I ain't got nothing to hide from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't make all this shit by myself. I had help. You know what I mean? Like, all the producers that fucked with me and gave me free beats. In the beginning, to help me put out music, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate them to the fullest extent.
True
you know
indeed,
what I mean? But,
yeah.
Like, you can't do this shit by yourself. You're not, like, you can't.
Nope,
you need help.
You can't.
I need this platform with you guys. I need other platforms with other people. I need to be on Shade 45. I need to do all these things. I need to be on all these playlists. Like, you need that. You need other people. You know what I mean? And some people just act way too cool. Like, way too cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't appreciate the blessing of the love, man. Like, this love, it ain't guaranteed. It's not mandatory that we reach out to each other and embrace each other and say, yo, you dope. Let me give you a platform.
Fact.
No, that's not mandatory. Just because you think that you're doing something, that don't mean a pile of beans. It ain't worth shit unless it's actually authentic love there. And this energy, that's what's going on right now in this abyss, is it's working because it's being reciprocated between so many people. People, they left their ego behind in a lot of cases. Now, there are a lot of people who think they too dope for everybody else, and they don't want to work with other people or whatever. And hey, maybe that's a part of their aesthetic. So be it. That's cool. But at the same time, there's so many more people that are like, yo, yeah, I fuck with Dirty Diggs. I got him rapping on Mickey Diamond rapping on Dirty Diggs beats with me. Or I'm gonna call up Pro Dillinger and Squeegee O and all these. Speaking of, I like the Eddie Kane. Yeah. That Squeegee O feature that you did, the joint that they just did, the Harbor Kids. That's what I mean. That's another one because you're reaching deeper down into this thing of ours, and that's putting people onto other names that they didn't know who was out there. That's what's happening right now.
And I know Squeegee through Jamil Honesty.
Right.
Shout out Jamil.
See? Yeah, exactly.
And I know Jamil from Ill Conscious in them. So like it all trickles.
Full circle.
Mm-hmm. The boomerang effect.
Yeah, it all trickles, you know what I mean? And a lot of dudes you're like, oh shit, this is a cool ass motherfucker right here. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he's actually a real one. Like he's conversing with me, like this shit feel like a genuine friendship. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of that. And then there's a lot of, there still is a lot of cats that are like, they're too cool. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you can't even, and then when you see them in person.
Dudes that think they too cool too. It's an epidemic of them. Several of them.
And there's a lot of dope cats that think like they're a little too cool, and they don't try to be personable like at the shows with with people and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. You know what I mean? Like me, I go right up in the mix. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm up in the mix, like, and I'm big, so everybody can see me. You know what I mean? Like I ain't hiding from nobody.
There's a lot of for lack of better terms, pussy cats out there. The motherfuckers who talk big on the record and they really ain't like that. The fans are the ones who motherfucking so like it's just like buying furniture. The record business is like buying furniture. You have furniture out there, you're not gonna make any money unless they buy the furniture. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get the commission. So the fans are the people that keep this shit going. And I'm really happy for the fans for putting on to other people. A lot of times we as the fan, I'm a fan, even though I'm in part of this culture too, and I spit Primo Jab.
I'm a fan first.
We do it.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I like to listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So it's like we as fans put other people on to good music, and we just doing this. And one of the reasons why we're doing this show is to put people on to good music. You know what I'm saying? And it's working, and it's getting better. It's getting better, and it's getting better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy where this shit is going, man.
Yeah, I see. You know, like I think as long as, like you said, like that continues with more and more people getting in tune with it, more and more people sharing different artists, and you know, the scene it's already right there. You know, like it's just waiting to be like boom, 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 and you know, stuff start happening for a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's literally right there. It's like right on the cusp. And I'm just happy to be a part of it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I never really got into making music to be like a big rapper or nothing like that. I never really thought about that. You know what I mean? Like, I always just thought like, damn, I got to leave a legacy for my seeds. I got to, you know, vinyl is forever. You know what I mean? An alien might hear my vinyl one day and play that shit and be like, yo, this is nuts. What the hell is this? You know what I mean? I just think about shit like that. I'm like, okay, that's what I want. You know what I mean? And that's why I do so much and work so hard. You know what I mean? It's because I'm trying to leave a legacy behind me. You know what I mean? And maybe 10 years from now, shit, people discover it and be like, yo, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean?
Right. They're gonna look back at this time and they're gonna
be like, yo, this is nuts. Because there's a lot of really good music being put out with a lot of really good artists. So
definitely.
And I think that's like you said too, there's so much that it's hard for everybody to pay attention to everybody.
It all.
Yeah.
But I also think, this is honestly my honest opinion, I also think not everybody needs to get that notoriety.
That's real.
Maybe there's too many people that are getting the love when it shouldn't really be like that. It should be a selective amount of a good amount of people, but that really get that, you know what I mean? Because not everybody, I hear some shit and I'm like, yo, they played that shit.
Yeah. But who are we to say that people, with taste, you know, do or don't deserve people to like them, though? You know what I mean?
Right. But my thing is, there's a certain talent level and you can automatically hear a talent level. You know what I mean? Like you know if somebody's real talented. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, he's dope. You know what I mean? And then there's some cats you're like, this shit is cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. You know, like
but come on, man. I mean, it's like, okay, you put a lot of good words together. You know what I'm saying? You definitely a word connoisseur. So everything to you is gonna be like kind of mid, especially something that's super mid, my dude. Like word. Cause I was listening to your shit and I was like, man, this dude putting words together like E.L.E.M.N.T. E.L.E.M.N.T. is my favorite rapper of rapping, putting words together of all time. Now, if I'm saying you putting the words together like E.L.E.M.N.T., that means you are on Super Saiyan number 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love
everything.
Shout out, El-Zai.
Yeah, so everything other than it's gonna come out mid to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
No, because there's a lot of dudes that don't rap that intricately and still are really dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's some stuff, I don't know. It's just my opinion. Like there's some things I heard on Shade 45, I think a couple weeks ago on like Rappers Out of Control, and I was like, fuck they play this shit for. But the beat wasn't that dope. Like the rhymes were basic and regular, and I was just like, okay. But I understand relationships as well, right? Because they might
There you go. And also, sometimes it's the feature and the producer. Then be like, oh, the producer made this in the feature. Let's put it on there. Anything with Benny on it and Conway on it 3 years ago got spins. You know what I'm saying?
Super spin.
Anything with them Griselda niggas, they got, and that's honestly that's how I found a lot of Bless Picasso. That's how I found Bless Picasso on Conway feature. Or Conway and Westside Gun was on that song. Like, oh shit, who's this nigga? This nigga sounds familiar. Like Jada Kiss and Pusha T together. I was like, damn, the nigga's from Virginia.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's how I So back, So that's
and I have a song. Me and Banish have a song with Conway from 2016. Solid Gold Guns. And then me and Banish have a song on a Derringer beat. You know what I mean? Like, so
nice.
Yeah, and that was all Banish, right? Because I was like, me personally, I love those dudes. I think all them dudes in that camp is really talented, but I'm trying to steer away from that sound. So like, I'm not really trying to listen to that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be influenced by that. I'm not trying to sound like that. I don't want to rap like that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to create my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed.
So
that's what sets people apart and had the fans
like
you at your own way.
Yeah, but when he presented the opportunity, of course I took it. Why would I not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like I said, that's not really my focus. You know what I mean? A lot of the features I do though are like I'm friends with a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like I have conversations phone wise, FaceTime, or I see them at shows or whatever it may be. You know, whenever anybody comes to Cali, I go to the shows, try to show face. You know what I mean? Try to show love. You know what I mean, and be personable. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of dudes that don't do that though. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely one of the cats that I want to show face. You know what I mean? I want you to know like I got love. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hate and a lot of people, and a lot of people think a lot of people are haters. You know what I mean? Then you get to meet them in person, and you're like, this motherfucker actually really cool. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of the haters don't show up though. That's a lot of haters do not show up. That's the thing, yo.
Yeah, and I seen a couple of people that said some wild shit on the internet. You know what I mean? They was at an LA show, and you know, I just come up. I'm like, yo, what up? And then they're always like this, like, oh, bro, yo, really, really good to meet you, man. Really good to meet you.
Talking that shit on the internet.
Like, they're looking up at you.
So look, one of my OGs always said, if a man is submissive towards you, you don't need to fire off on him. You don't need to prove nothing to him. He's already shown you. He's already tucked his tail. So there ain't no need to act tougher after that. So once a man does that to me in public, I lose all respect, and I'm like, okay, word. I don't even have to worry about this guy. You know what I'm saying? He tucked his tail. He was scared. You know what I mean? So I could be a dick and just be like, nah, remember that stupid ass fucking shit you said? Why? You know, and start swinging. You know what I mean? It's really that easy, fam. And these people don't realize how easy it is. Like everybody is touchable. You know what I mean? You can get to anybody. If a motherfucker come outside, you can get to him. You know what I'm saying? And eventually motherfuckers are going to come outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't stay in the house your whole life. So, you know what I mean?
Carl, you have anything else before we get off here, brother?
So I noticed you got the fly New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, got the gear. Yeah.
And you are originally from back east. Are you a hockey fan at all?
I'm a huge hockey guy.
Oh, shit.
My team is actually, I'm a Kings fan. But I will wear Blackhawks. I will wear New Jersey Devils. I will wear Islanders. I will wear New York Rangers is my second favorite team. So it's pretty much Kings and Rangers. And when the Rangers play the Kings out here, I'm at that game. If the Devils play out here, I'm at the Anaheim game or the LA game, either or. I don't really fuck with the Ducks, but I go to a lot of Ducks games because I literally live, I'd say 12 minutes away from the stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And I'm a big baseball guy, so I would go watch a lot of Angels games, you know, just randomly to see baseball. You know what I mean? Whenever they play the Yankees, I'm always with a group of dudes like Brooklyn cats that I've known for a long time that live out here, and we go to the games deep. And in Anaheim, yo, it's fucking packed with New York fans. Like, it's fucking nuts. It's like a home game for the Yankees. Like, it's crazy. Like, California. The Angel teams, like they don't show out for their fans. Like their fans don't show out for the team. Like it's terrible, yo. Like absolutely terrible.
Well, and LA is filled with New York transplants too.
Oh, and LA too. But the good thing about LA is, you go to a Laker game, they playing the Knicks. You can get a couple Knicks fans, but it's majority Lakers. You know what I mean? You go to a Kings game, a Kings versus Rangers game, it's majority Kings fans. Like there'll be a couple, but it ain't like in Orange County, like at the Ducks game or the Anaheim Angels game. Oh, it'd be all New Yorkers.
That's fine.
Be all New Yorkers. Like they flood that shit. Because the fans out here is finicky. They don't really fuck with their team unless they team's really good. Which is you're not a fan if you you're not really a fan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a fair weather. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a diehard Yankees fan. That's really my only true team that I really, really fuck with. But like I said, I love hockey. I played hockey when I was younger. Yeah. I was like a baby enforcer. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, but I'd say I'd probably go to more baseball games than anything. You know what I mean? I like baseball. You know what I mean? Baseball's fun to watch live, but there's not like a hockey game live.
Oh yeah, it's better than watching it on TV.
It's you can't really watch it on TV unless it's playoffs. Mm-hmm. That sport you can't really watch unless it's playoffs and it's meaningful and they're actually playing real hard. Yeah. But when you're at the games and you realize how fast that damn pace is, and you realize how much substitution is going on throughout the game,
it's crazy.
Like, this is crazy. Like this is real crazy. You know what I mean? And I've set ice twice. I've set on the ice twice. So
shit.
Yeah.
That shit was
generally your shifts are a minute to a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Because they go that hard and that fast pause.
That fast.
Good job, you can't sustain, so you have to get off the ice.
Yeah,
next
exactly.
shift gets on.
Yeah.
And so what you have is generally defensive groupings and then your forwards.
Right.
And they work in shifts.
Shifts.
So if one of your forwards comes off, then the other two are going to switch pretty quickly.
Yep. Right away.
I told Carl, I think hockey is the hardest sport to play because you got to skate forwards and backwards and you got to watch getting hit. I'm like, God damn, you got to do all this shit at the same time. Carl's like, man, we've been skating since we was little kids, man. Just like playing soccer. Like, yo, bro, they got skates on. They got gloves. You got to go backwards and forwards. You got to stop. What the fuck? It's like, then you can shoot the fair one.
The physics of how thin the blade is and how you're basically skating on water that freezes behind you.
Oh, wow.
Skate. So when you start to get into the science of how intricate hockey truly is and how hard ice skating truly is, then you're like, damn, you have a way more of an appreciation for that sport as well. You know what I mean? And hockey is like the only sport where I know I went to a Ducks like charity event a couple years ago. And everybody's in suits and everything, right? And a lot of dudes looked very, very regular, like a 5'10" dude. You know what I mean? Like he looked like a weenie. And they're like, no, that's the forward right there for the Ducks. And I'm like, that dude? And then I'm like, he a badass. I'll go watch highlights. I'm like, he a badass. And then that shit makes me be like, oh, see, you get fucked up fucking with a hockey player. You might think he a weenie and he beat your ass. You know what I mean? Never underestimate nobody. You know, never
hockey games. I'm mixing hockey games where they drop the puck and they just shoot the fair one. There's not like in the beginning of the game. I'm like, yo, what sport can you do this? Like, boom, yeah. It was for the game like 2 weeks ago that somebody had a bad hit or some shit like that. So right when they started, they took the gloves off and I was like, yo. Then they went to doing like game on. I was like,
but if you get that out, it's understood by everybody else on the ice. Okay, the beef settled. Yeah, now we can play. Yeah, and you can play a safe game. Whereas if you don't take care of that, you get people doing chippy shit where somebody's going to get their neck broken.
Yeah,
right. So let's handle it like men.
Yeah, and I love
work it out.
Hockey. I love that about hockey because they were trying to ban fighting like 3 years ago, and then they were like, can't because it'll lose all interest in the game. People will lose all interest in the game.
Well, and it's too aggressive of a sport. I think they should have it in football, honestly.
Yeah, where you catch the fair one real quick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if there's something egregious and two people need to work it out, give them a minute.
The only bad part about that is you got dudes benching like 600 pounds in the NFL. You don't really want to throw hands with a dude that could possibly knock you cold the fuck out. You know what I mean?
But
you be in the blue tent ASAP.
But if
you won't even be that. You be on the cart. You be on the cart. They have to come get you in the golf cart. You be off.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Like that. That's why they can't do that in football. Football ain't like when I played. You know what I mean? When I was a little kid, football was crazy. I watch the 8-year-old games now, like the 7-8-year-old games now, because my nephew plays, and I'm like, oh, this shit is weenie. You know what I mean? But I realized that it's a different generation of people because my nephew is mass sheltered, bro. Like, he don't know what outside is. And I told him, like, yo, when I was 8, like, I was already with the shits. And I was outside. You know what I mean? Like, we were outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we ended up getting into gang shit and shit like that. It's from being outside at like 12, 13, you know what I mean? Being around OG, like 20-year-olds that was banging and shit like that. So, you know,
same thing in St. Louis.
These kids, they not outside like that. Like, they're very sheltered and it's all about this, you know what I mean? Like,
internet. Yeah, devices.
But that's what also brings them to be quick to pull the trigger and not want to fight. And all this other shit because they're so influenced by dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why I don't know if you guys, any of you guys are single, but if you date like 20-year-old women nowadays, like that, the spectrum of intelligence from a man of my age to a 23, 25-year-old woman is fucking astronomical, yo.
I couldn't do it.
Like these bitches are retarded.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do it.
I can believe that.
They're so used to fucking with lames and like dorks, like genuine dorks. Like these kids are dorks. That when they fuck with a real one, they're like, this is different. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know men existed like this because they're so used to fucking with fuckboys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what they see online and everything.
It's all about
perception. The perception of love and relationships is fucked up. This is a conversation that we can actually have at a later time. This is a big conversation. I was gonna do a thing called dating in the abyss. I was gonna talk about all that shit, yo. Like, boom, the whole spectrum. Like, the whole thing about it was gonna be like, yo, is this woman gonna call you and remind you, hey, the Cerebral DB vinyl is at 12 p.m. You better go set your alarm so you can put that in the cart before it sells out. She's gonna do that shit for you.
Right.
That type of shit. Yeah, right. Like, boom, all type of shit. So boom, yeah, we can do this. Definitely, I'm gonna set up another page for it, TikTok or some shit. It'll be funny, but it'll be life learned lessons and stuff, experiences from back then to now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, it's completely different. Everything is completely different. And when you meet girls now, first thing a girl asks you is, let me see your Instagram.
Really?
Like, young girls, that's all they care about.
Shit. I'm glad I'm off the streets, man.
You know what I mean? Like, that's all they care about. Like, they be like, yo, let me see your Instagram. And you're like, huh?
Sure,
like,
here, let me pull my zipper out. This is Instagram.
Like, I don't even know you like that.
This is the Instagram right here. Like, what the fuck? Hey, come here.
Yeah, and then bitches be like,
I got an Instagram for you.
Yeah, then bitches be like, oh shit, you're a rapper? Like, that shit be so funny to me. I'll be like, nah, bitch, I'm a regular motherfucker that just happened to rap.
Hey, yo, boom. I would never tell a young girl that I rap because then they're gonna think I do some little TJ shit or.
That's what
I don't tell a grown woman that. I don't tell nobody, really. You know what I mean? If you find out, this ain't for everybody. It's like back to what we were talking about. You know, I didn't get into this to try to be Tupac, to try to be king rapper of the world. I got into this.
Rap. Yeah.
You know, I ain't on that. I'm an MC, man. Like, this to me is like a verbal martial arts. Like, we're all in this. It's a secret society. This is our world. Yeah. The prestige of what we do is not. It's similar to, like, I don't know. Yeah, you walk up on a jujitsu black belt in his day-to-day life, you ain't gonna know nothing about him. But other jujitsu black belts are gonna be like, oh shit, that's him. Or like when you go to Hattori Hanzo's sushi barn and the man's just sitting there chopping sushi, you don't think he's nothing. But that dude who just walked in here and bowing down and paying reverence to him, he knows who that is. That's Hattori Hanzo. That's the man who made the blades. Like,
Right.
You just think he's the sushi guy, but I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the world I'm living in. I mean, it's a different type of perspective, I believe in. Yeah, that's what I think the abyss is right now. It's like you could show these stats and these our accomplishments to the layman random passerbys, right? And they'll be like, oh, okay, oh, you're a rapper, huh? Yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
that's what I'd say. Yeah, I mean, sure, baby. Yeah,
I've had young girls tell me like, I don't understand anything that you're saying.
Good. That means you need to go read a book, bitch. Like you fucking up. That ain't on me. That's on you.
That's what I be like too. I'd be like, you a dumbass bitch.
Word. Yeah, you dumb as fuck. Like
dumb as fuck.
You just told me everything I needed to know about you.
Yeah, don't say that please. With any pride at all.
Yeah, yeah. Because they
can't understand what I'm saying. That's a problem on your part, baby.
Yeah, but they think when they think rapper, they think you rap like trap music and drill music.
Yeah,
Drake. You know? Yeah, that type of shit, yo.
Nah, exactly. Yeah, it's never. It's a part of the plan. We all know that perception and these things like that have been weaponized, and it is what it is in the world today. But that's okay. There's still honor amongst what we do. There's still honor in this world, this hip hop game.
Yeah. Even at shows that I do, like even at certain shows that I do, like, and it won't even be like my scene or anything like that. Like dudes will be like, "Oh, yo, that's Preem. He raps. Yo, that's the guy. He be rapping. He be
rapping.
Yeah, he be rapping. And I'm like,
what it is, right?
But I'm also like, what does that mean?
But that's a sign of respect.
Yeah, it's a
the word
thing.
did get convoluted in a sense when you have, all of this other stuff that filters in that really isn't rap in its essence. I mean, it's tied to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when somebody says, "Oh yeah, Black Thought, he raps," yeah.
No, I never take offense to it. I'm always like, why they always
what
say
the hell
that?
You do? What the hell you do then, motherfucker? Like my baby,
that's what I'm saying. What are you doing?
Because they cosplaying. They cosplay rappers. They're rapping.
Anybody can put on that jujitsu black belt.
They just put it on. Yeah.
But once you hit the mat, that's when you're going to see whether you actually earn that fucking belt.
They ain't putting skills and hours behind trying to develop techniques and styles. You understand what I'm saying? They
got that shit
making a song to try to make a boppy, catchy little beat to maybe get some pussy off of it, to get some money if they lucky. That's
Went
it.
To an AI generator.
Hey, it's the game is crazy. It's really just about like you said.
A lot of those little kids too, because I got a couple of friends, like they get like, they're younger cats. They get like,
of course,
100,000 to like 1 million streams on their shit.
Yeah.
And then, but they be like, Preem, how come your shit don't get streamed like that? And I'm like, I ain't really tapped into that type of shit. But I asked them, serious shit though, I asked them, how many CDs you sell? They're like, huh? I'm like, how many digital copies did people buy? They're like, none. I'm like, how much vinyl did you sell? You ever sold a cassette tape?
Nah, what's that?
Then they look at me and they're like, see, he could do shit that I can't do. Even though I can do this better than him, he's able to make more money and he's making a better living off this shit than I am.
That's right.
And
how much did you make off 1 million streams?
And I don't know. I think
$4,520.
Yeah, I was gonna say you make like 3,000-4,000, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, $4,520 if you lucky. Congratulations.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I can get more. I can get more than that off one vinyl drop. So.
See, the game provides, man. The culture provides for those that are really truly down with it, man. And this is a global thing. That's the thing that. And I don't want to get down on the youth too much. I don't want to get down on the trappers and the drillers and all of them too much. But it's a different. Yeah, I love it. I listen to it myself, but it's a different game, man. Like your name is ringing in Germany. Your name is ringing in Switzerland. Your name is ringing in Canada. Your name is ringing across the nation, right? Their name is ringing in America, right? And not only that, it's ringing among other people that are basically just stealing the music. Essentially, they just play it at the lowest. Well, they may be fans, but it's becoming that it's just fast food, easily consumable product, as opposed to what is being put out in the abyss, which is this quality product that is truly appreciated. Like I said, I liken it to jazz, how jazz was in the 20s,
really
circulating around the world, really being appreciated.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like jazz. That's the closest comparison you could think. Yeah.
Before we get off here, I like to counter Primo Jab's claim of their real fans, because I've known so many people who say Lil Wayne's their favorite rapper and never been to a show and never bought no CD and never bought no merch from this motherfucker, but will listen to that shit and stream it. We have fans who will go to the show, who will buy the merch, will buy the t-shirt, will let you stay at their house when you're on tour.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only discrepancy. Yeah, you right, we fans. Yeah, but it's like it's more intimate. Yeah,
way more intimate. Yeah, it is very
grassroots.
Wait after the show just to smoke with you.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
smoke you out.
So,
yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had mad people do that because they know I blow trees, so they be like, "Yo, you want to smoke?" And see me, I'm like, if I ain't watch you roll it, I'm probably not gonna smoke with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of them dudes.
I don't know how you get down.
I don't know you like that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I've been tricked before.
You might take a trip. You know what I mean? I don't know how you get down, buddy.
How about
they got extra in there?
PCP tastes way different than weed. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh,
Angel, why is the blunt sizzling? Oh no,
this is minty. What the fuck?
Yeah, you don't want that.
Wow, yo.
Nah, you definitely don't want that, yo. But you know, like if they roll it in front of me, and I'll be like, cool, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's what a lot of people want to do. Like they want to try to get personable with you. You know what I mean? Like they want to feel like they're your homie. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of times you end up making friends with people. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of genuine dudes. You know what I mean? There is a lot of genuine people. You know what I mean? It's not wishy-washy like I would say like that trap and drill shit. Like a lot of them dudes don't even like each other. Like, you know, they'll do shit just for the money and the clout. Like, they don't even like each other.
Diss them.
Yeah. So, you know, that's different because people are in our scene are doing this shit because they genuinely fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I fucking bought your t-shirt because I love your music. Your shit is dope.
Yep.
Like, oh, that's what's up, bro. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people don't take advantage of the merch either and do more merch. You know what I mean? I got to do more shit. You know what I mean? I've been sleeping for like 3 years maybe. You know
do some shirts for the bad guy. We need that character. You know, we definitely need some shirts for the bad guy character. That dude is raw.
Yeah, man.
Do an action figure or something.
Yeah, me and Copenhagen was talking about that. Doing a little back action figure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're trying to get Billy to figure it out. Billy Bonks, the guy who drew it. I was actually gonna have him do a comic book. We in the talks right now for doing that. Probably like 2024. Put out a comic book, the bad guy comic book.
Nice.
So, that's dope. That's it, yo.
Yeah, man.
Carl.
I like having diverse covers. You know what I mean? I think that's a big aspect. The music has to be good, but I think the aesthetics as well need to be just as good.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah, and I think that's something that the underground does the best at. Our aesthetics are the best by far. Like the CDs, the vinyls, even from the cassettes. Like there's a lot of really, really good art and a lot of really, really dope shit that's out. You know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, Westside Gun had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? As far as making people be like, nah, this is a complete package. You know, like you need to have the complete package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
really him and Sep.
Yeah.
You know, him putting that shine to artists and just, you know, showing the importance of having dope artwork.
Right.
And then Sep, you know, the Fly God just being so iconic and shit.
Yeah. It changed a lot of people's perspective on like, oh shit, we can be different and put out different shit that looks crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do the same old shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be my face on the cover. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be that anymore. And that used to be a big thing. You know, you'd want to see your face on it. You know, you want to get the credit. But now it's like, you want to be like a mystery, right? Like your name's not even on the cover. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a mystery. You know what I mean? People are, mystified by it. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, who is this? What is this? You know what I mean? And then they play your shit and be like, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? I think that's a dope part about it as well. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I put my name on a lot of covers, like majority of my covers. I don't have a name.
Nope. Sure
you know?
don't.
Yeah, because I want it to be kind of like a surprise. You know, if you don't really know what it is and then you get it and you're like, damn, this is crazy. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And I've had people hit me on Instagram like, damn, the only reason I bought that album is because of the artwork. And then I was like, I enjoyed the music a lot once I listened to it. You know what I mean? Which is dope.
What up? True indeed. Carl, Primo Jazz, do we have anything else before we hop off here, yo?
Oh man, I just wanted to thank you so much. This has been like a dope conversation.
True indeed.
I really appreciate you coming out. I'm glad we're getting to show a lot more of the West Coast and what's happening out there in this underground, because it's definitely moving. Definitely.
Yeah, and there's only like a handful, maybe 2 handfuls of dudes from the West that actually get that love, like that real underground love. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of us. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I think we hold it down, you know what I mean? Shout out XP, shout out Planet Asia, you know what I mean? Even like Boo Boo up in San Diego, you know what I mean? My man Banish, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people, yo. It's dope. But it's dope to see like how everybody is dope from all kind of different regions. You know what I mean? Like motherfuckers from Ohio, Baltimore, Jersey, New York, Cali, you know what I mean? We missing like that. We missing that wild dude from Utah though, or like some wild dude from Montana or something like that. Like we missing that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's dope. It's real dope.
We'll see. He might be out there. He is one feature away. Yeah.
Because I found Yoga Flame, who I did the bad guy with. He's
Yoga Flame Kane.
He's from Utah, and I'm like, you from
Utah?
What's up? And he's like, yeah, I'm from Salt Lake. I'm like, the fuck?
Oh, that don't count. That's a big
Yoga
ass
Flame
city.
Kane got some shit, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a big ass city, though, man.
Yeah, it's a big ass city, but
it's still Utah.
There's not a lot of black people. There's not a lot of black. My niece lives out there, so I go out there every once in a while, and there's not a lot of black people. There's not a lot of culture.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
It's very clonish. Like a lot of people look like clones. They look like aliens. Shit. Like that should be weird, yo. It's weird.
It's that Latter-day Saints that
it's that
Mormons.
The Mormon shit. No, for real though.
All pilled up. They all pilled up. They on pills over there. Salt Lake City.
Yeah, the Mormons. The Mormons is wild, yo. Like me and my brother drove down this field one time in Utah and visiting his daughter and shit. And this old white man pulled a shotgun on us.
Yikes.
Yeah, because he was trying to protect the church, I guess. And we didn't know we were like in the vicinity of the church and shit. We were just being stupid, like smoking weed and drinking. Drove down this wrong street. This white man came on a 4-wheeler, like pulled out the gun on us and shit. That shit was nuts, yo. I was like, yo, get me the fuck out of here, yo. I like, this shit is more dangerous than where I live, bro. Crazy ass.
Jesus, pun intended.
Like these crazy motherfuckers will shoot you, bro. Like, y'all don't trust nobody, yo. Like, fuck that, yo. You know what I mean?
Shit, wow, that's fuck, yo. Jab, what you got for us, bro?
I ain't got shit, man. I just want to say thank you again for taking some time to kick it with us. We really appreciate it. Appreciate your insights and your views, man. It's been a great conversation. And yeah, we're looking forward to 23. I know you're gonna continue to drop off more real rapper shit.
Real shit.
You know, much success to you, man. I can't wait to hear what else is coming out.
Yeah, I could if I got a little time. I got
yes.
I got an album with Vinyl Villain coming out February.
Okay.
It's called The Emperor's Deity. It's like 12 songs or something like that. And then I got Clark Connoisseurs 3 coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the vinyl from Copenhagen coming out later in the year. And then I have the Macapella EP, which I just started working on, probably come out later in the year. And I have an album with Oda Great and Alphabetic. My brother's from Westchester.
Oda Great snapped. You and him snapped on that joint Clientele with Pro. So yeah, shout out Oda Great.
Yeah, that's my man, yo. Him and Alpha, like those are my peoples, yo. They from Portchester, like Westchester County, New York.
Okay, they from up there. All right, bet.
Yeah, like Yonkers area, around that area.
Okay.
Yeah, up there. Up, you know what I mean? So yeah, those are good brothers, man, and both of them can rhyme. They can rhyme crazy. So yeah, I got that lined up. So I probably got another 3 or 4 albums this year, and yeah, I got other shit too. You know what I mean? I'll be working. We got the Gold Chain compilation album coming out too this year.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And maybe we'll get that Dark Unit from Vinny Vendetta and Ralphie Reese.
My man.
So,
all I need y'all to do is fuck with them and make them do it.
And I'm about to text them right after this. I'm gonna get on the Facebook.
Word.
I be trying to make this real. I be trying to get Ralphie to do it, and I know Lukey fucks with Ralphie and Vinny and shit. So yeah, so I'm like, if you can get him to do it, I'll be happy as shit. Tell him Preem wants to do it.
You know what we gotta make this a real and like boom and tag these motherfuckers. Be like, hey you guys. That's my chunk from not chunk. That's from the Goonies. The Goonies. Yeah. Hey you guys, come on, let's do this shit, man. Word. Yeah, it's a killer combination right there, yo. But boom, we gotta hop off here. It's episode 74 of the Abyss Podcast. Cerebral. Thank you so much for doing this shit, my dude. I know you on Cali time. You know what I'm saying? Word. We got to learn a lot of good facts about you, my dude. The hockey shit. Word. We with it. Carl played hockey. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you played hockey. Didn't know you played football too, man. I didn't know you was 6'5". Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Played ball in high school too. Played baseball in high school too. I played 4 sports high school.
God damn, man. That's what's up, man. We that's what we here for. To let the people know about y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I appreciate y'all, man, for real. I really appreciate the platform. It was a good conversation, man. Not everybody has good conversations.
Yeah,
you're right.
Some motherfuckers be boring as shit, man. But this was dope, man. And I really appreciate y'all. If y'all ever need anything from me, just holler at me. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
True indeed.
Yeah, you got to come back.
True indeed. Got to come back. And go stream DuckTales, wherever you can do that shit on Disney Plus. Or Disney Plus.
Shit.
All that good shit.
Yeah, that's when Scrooge was swimming through the coins. Remember Scrooge?
Yeah. And then the Family Guy
Money House. Yeah.
And then Family Guy made fun of it because Peter Griffin jumped in the coins and he broke everybody.
He broke all his bones. Yeah. He said you can't swim through gold like this. Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's a dumbass show, yo. It's Family Guy is a crazy ass cartoon, yo.
Yeah.
Real shit, yo. But boom, we'll see y'all next week. Episodes issue 74. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tap in, tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bang, bang.
Peace.
Blah.
Peace.
Peace.